Well, hello there, fabulous. Welcome back. So today I'm gonna be doing a super exciting video. I'm going to be reviewing the much anticipated, at least for me, collaboration between Colourpop and Kathleen Lights and her Dream Street palette, and also her 3 lip products. So if you're interested in watching Swatches application and my thoughts on it, keep on watching. So can we mention how I'm channeling my inner 1994 Latina right now with the hoops and the ponytail? What's happening here? I have no idea, guys. It is unseasonably hot here in Texas, and all the girl wants, it's a white Christmas. Can I please have a white Christmas? Okay, back to reality, Moni. So let's move on to checking out this palette. The first thing I want to talk to you about, guys, is this freaking amazing, beautiful packaging. Kathleen, you did it again with the packaging. It's just perfect. And when we open the palette, we get some amazing eyeshadow colors. Absolutely gorgeous. I can't wait to swatch them for you guys. So I'm going to try to get a little bit creative with the eyeshadow today, but I can't make any promises that that's gonna work out, because who are we kidding? I am no makeup artist. So we'll see how that turns out. Maybe it'll be a total fail, maybe not. So I'm also going to be reviewing her 3 lip products, and we have them right here. And she came out with 2 ultra satin lips and lip gloss, and I am absolutely excited about this color. This is just gorgeous. I mean, it's appropriate for any season, but can you just picture this during the summer? How gorgeous is this going to be? Yes. And then she came out with a more toned down shade, you know, for those of us that are not as risky all the time with this kind of colors. So you got your neutral shade right here, and I believe the lip gloss is also very neutral, so you can top it pretty much on top of any color that you will like. And it's this one right here, and it's got some really nice fine gold specks in it that, from what I've heard, it just gives you a really nice glossy look to your lips. It makes your lips full. So we'll see how that applies as well. And I'm going to try to do some lip swatches for you guys too, so you can see how that actually looks on the lips. So now let me do some swatches of everything that I just talked about, so you can see how the colors are up close, and then we'll move on to applying the eyeshadow. So you've got 12 beautiful colors here. It looks like you've got your shimmery shades right here. You've got 5 of those, and you have the rest of them that are matte. I believe this shade has got a little bit of a sheen because she wanted to make it a good eyebrow highlighter and for the inner corner of your eyes. So we'll see how that one swatches in a minute here. But the colors just looks extra pigmented. It looks like you could create so many looks with this eyeshadow palette, and the colors are just cohesive, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So I'm super excited to try this out. So let's go ahead and swatch these and see how they look as a swatch. So there you have it, guys, the top row swatches. They are just unbelievably beautiful. I haven't seen a lot of fallout or dustiness. They're not very powdery, at least not this first 3 shades. The only thing is that this shade did take a couple of like little swipes to make it that pigmented, so maybe it will apply differently on the lid, but on the swatch I did have to swipe it a couple of times to make it this pigmented. So let's move on to the next row. So there you have the second row here. try to move these for you guys so you can see. And those are the swatches for this one. That color is just absolutely beautiful. I mean, these two together right here, oh yes. And definitely the one that I was talking about earlier does have a little bit of a sheen. I guess you could use it for an all over lid color, but it does have a little bit of a sheen, so it's not completely matte. Okay, let's move on to the next row. And here we have the swatches of the third row. These colors are absolutely pigmented. I mean, whew, even this color that is actually very close to my skin tone, you can still see how pigmented that is. I mean, it's very opaque. You don't see any of my skin. This one as well, it's extremely pigmented, not patchy at all. This one, it seemed like it was slightly patchy, but it just may have been the way that I swatched it. They're so extremely smooth, and this color actually reminds me a lot of a color in the Subculture palette that is not doing too well in that palette, but this one is absolutely beautiful, guys. So let's move on to the last row. And here we have the last row. Again, super pigmented. The only one that was a little bit powdery was this one right here, but it does seem like it's got a lot of shimmer, so that may have to do with it. This one is extremely beautiful. I mean, this combo right here will be a really good neutral look, and they're just amazing, super smooth again. I mean, I think she did a really good job putting these colors together, because you can get a nighttime look as well as your everyday look, like with these colors. So let me do a final swatch so you can see all the colors all together. So there you have it, all the colors at once, except for this aqua one right here. That's, you know what, that is what it is. So you do have this one that's maybe a little bit powdery, but everything else just looks absolutely beautiful. And for the lippies, you got 3 lip products. There are 2 ultra satin lips right here, and then you got your lip gloss right here. So again, absolutely beautiful colors. And let's go ahead and swatch those as well. Let's start with my favorite color of the collection, and is this absolutely beautiful orangey red. Oh yes, guys, can we look at that? So beautiful. That first color is called Rivet. It's a French word, don't know how to say that. And this second color is Dreamy, and this is the second ultra satin lip. Just absolutely beautiful also. They're not patchy, they're super smooth. Love them. Okay, and let's move on to the lip gloss. And the lip gloss is called Moonchild. Oh yes, and it's this beautiful neutral color. It's almost like a between a mauve and a nude, and it's just gorgeous. So super excited to try that. So there you go. These are the 3 lippies that she came out with. Okay, now that we swatched them and we know what they look like, let's move on to the application on the eye, and let's see if MONI doesn't mess this up. So first we're going to start with this color right here for our transition shade, and this is the color, let me look at the little box here, Shooting Star. Yeah, I forgot, guys, I forgot to tell you on the swatches that they actually have names, and they're on the back of the palette right here, and I'll be inserting those when I do the swatches for my blog post. I'll be inserting the names on there so you can check them out there. But we're going to start with that one, and it's called Shooting Star, and we're just going to put that as a transition shade all over the crease. That is an absolutely gorgeous color. Yep, in love already. Okay, so there it is, the first color on both eyelids. There is just freaking gorgeous. How does she do it? Let's move on to the next color, and I'm actually going to be using this terracotta reddish color to create that halo effect, and we'll see if that works out, but we're going to try it anyway. And that color is called Potion. Okay. For this one, I'm actually going to use a more precise brush because I like this one, and this is from Eco Tools, and it's that double-ended brush because I wanted to go into specific locations on the eyelid, not just blown out on the crease. So that's why we're using this brush. So far, I'm not seeing any fallout, so that's good. First of all, I just kind of like to tap it, tap, right on the inner corners like this. And we'll do the same thing on, I meant the outer corner. We'll do the same thing on the inner corner. Tap, 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 tap. Like that. Retouch that outer corner, and then very barely touching or going into the crease, just kind of connect those two colors together like this. So there you go. See how that there's a center there that doesn't have any color because I'm going to go in there with a different type of color. If you want to make it more pigmented, you can go back in there and retouch the corners again like this. So there you go. And we're gonna do the same thing on the other eye. Okay, now that we have the big sort of halo effect, whatever you want to call this that I just did over here, we're going to put a different color in the center, and I'm going to choose that beautiful penny rose gold shade, I don't know, however you want to call it, and she calls it Stardust. So we're going to put that in the center of the lid. And we're just going to use an all-over lid applicator brush for that. And you just kind of apply it where you don't have any eyeshadow. And some people actually like to go back in with concealer to create that perfect circle in the middle and make it a little bit cleaner, and so the color pops out a little bit more, but I'm just gonna do it like this. So there you have that color in the middle. It is just freaking gorgeous. And then we're going to blend, blend, blend again. So we don't have any harsh lines. We're going to do the same thing on the other eye. There you go, guys. And I want just a little bit more pop in the middle, so I'm gonna go with this super tiny little brush right here, right in the center of the eyelid, and I think I'm going to use that second shade right there, and that one is called Twinkle, and just apply it right in the middle of the other shimmery shade. And that just gives you an extra pop. Okay, so, and that's pretty much what I do for a halo effect. It's nothing fancy. I just like to really blend everything out. And what I'm going to do next is that I'm not going to do a wing liner. I'm going to tight line, and I'll be back to show you guys the lower lash. Okay, so I already tight line, and I'll put in the description below what I use to tight line my eyes. So let's move on to the lower lash. And I'm feeling a little adventurous with the lower lash slash. So we'll see how that turns out. But first, I'm going to go with that first shade called Shooting Star to begin with. And just apply it on the lower eyelash. To the lower eyelid. So I applied that first shade on there. I am going to go again with that terracotta shade called Potion on the lower eyelid as well. Just kind of blowing it out a little bit. And here comes the adventurous part. So I think I'm going to go with this super beautiful blue right here, and that's how I'm going to line my lower waterline. Just keeping it really close to the eyelash line. And then with the same small brush from before, we're just going to blend everything out. And there you go. I am really liking that. I think that looks really nice. Okay, so let me go ahead and apply mascara off camera, and I'll be right back to try on the lippies and give you some thoughts about the eyeshadows. Yeah, before I forget, I am going to highlight my brow bone with that shade, and this shade is called MONI. So we're gonna do that and highlight the inner brow and the inner corner of the eye. Okay, so we've highlighted those. Let me go ahead and apply mascara. Okay, we've got mascara on, and I've used one of my newfound favorites. So if you want to check out what I'm talking about, check out my last video where I reviewed 2 different mascaras and I put them to the test side by side, and there'll be a link up here, and so you can check that out. So let's move on to the lips. I was going to go with this one first, but that's probably a bad idea because this is a very, very bright color. It might not end up coming off as good as I want to. So let's go ahead and test out the this more neutral shade first, and this one was called Dreamy. So we're gonna go ahead and apply that to the lips so you can see what that looks like. And that is kind of what that looks like. It is gorgeous. It applied beautifully as well. So far it hasn't set, so I think I think the satin lids are not supposed to be ultra, well, that's why they have an ultra matte lippy, Moni. Hello. Anyway, that's why it's called an ultra satin lip. So it's not really gonna set all the way, but this is what this one looks like on my skin tone at least. So I think it looks great. It's a great color and goes well with these eyes. I like it. I really like it. Okay, so let's tap this color with the lip gloss so we can see what that looks like on top of any other color. It doesn't have a smell. That's good, I guess. So we're gonna put this one on top of this one and see what that looks like. So now I got shiny lips. Yep. It is super smooth, guys. It doesn't feel sticky. I like it. I like it. It definitely muted a little bit of the color for of the previous lippy, but that's what you get with the lip gloss, I guess. So okay, let me go ahead and take this one off, and we'll be trying that orangey red color that I'm super excited about. Okay, now that my lips are dry and irritated from scrubbing off the other colors, let's go ahead and try this one, and hopefully it'll apply smoothly. So that is red, and definitely bringing that Latina now with that red lip. So there you have it, guys. This is what this color looks like on my skin tone. It is beautiful. I mean, like I said, I will wear this color any season, any day, but I think it's going to be especially gorgeous around the summer, where you can really make it your pop of color. It's gonna be great. Sadly though, I did notice that this color, it's a little bit patchy on application, just a little bit. I did have to apply another coat on some parts where the first application wasn't enough, but it did layer nicely together. So what do you guys think about this look? Obviously, I feel like the lips don't really match my eyes right now. It's a little bit too much, but I think these colors are beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Looks great on my skin tone. I'm sure it looks great on everyone's skin tone, but I'm in love. Anyway, so what do I think of the palette? I think it is an absolutely beautiful palette. The shades blend beautifully. The color selection is beautiful. Again, I feel like she did a very good job in making the palette cohesive, meaning that you can create many looks with just the colors that you have right here. The only thing that I feel people might complain about is that she didn't put a really dark color as an eyeliner color. I mean, this one, she's got this brown right here, but I don't think it's dark enough for an eyeliner type of color. I personally couldn't care less, but I know that some people might complain about not having an extra dark color in there to create a full looks, to make that your eyeliner. But I think the colors blend beautifully. I didn't see any fallout, and they were not powdery. I'm impressed. She did an excellent job with this palette. When it comes to the lippies, so these two colors perform beautifully. I feel like this Ultra Satin Lip applied great. It was smooth on application. It wasn't patchy. It felt comfortable. So I have nothing bad to say about this one in particular, and that was the Dreamy one. The lip gloss, to be honest with you, it's nothing that I was super impressed about, but it does feel comfortable. It doesn't feel sticky, so that's good, and it doesn't have any kind of like weird scent to it, which I know can be a complaint for some people. It can be something that bothers them. Now this one, I absolutely love the color. I'm still excited about the color, but like I said, on application I did see a little bit of patchiness, but I'll take it because I love the colors. So that's just a warning for you guys. I did have to apply an extra coat to cover the areas that were just a little bit patchy, but overall I think that she did an excellent job. I do not regret getting this collection. I'm excited about it. I can't wait to do more looks, and I'll probably upload another look using this palette, a look for the holidays, so stay tuned for that. So, and that's it for me, guys. I hope you enjoyed this review, and I hope you enjoy me applying on the eyeshadows and showing you how I created this look. So give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy this video. Please subscribe, and remember guys, that feeling fabulous, it's all a state of mind. Bye guys.